That's just sports, baby.
Crowd goes wild, strawberry ice bringing fire and style. Reds, Bengals, Bearcats, all in my zone. This is my stage, my mic, my throne. Boom, like a hammer, I'm breaking the game. Strawberry ice, you're gonna know my name. Sports Talk Thunder, hear the podcast roar. Cincy's line is kicking down the door. Step into the ring where the passion ignites. Talking sports all day and all night. From the field to the court to the roaring stands. Strawberry ice with the world in my hands. Boom, like a hammer, I'm breaking the game. Strawberry ice, you're gonna know my name. Sports Talk Thunder, hear the podcast roar. Cincy's line is kicking down the door.
Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome to the show. This is Sports with Strawberry Ice. I'm your host, Iceman Jeff Trunapole. And as always, I'm bringing you sports from a West Side point of view right here in the great city of Cincinnati, Ohio. And as always, I'm coming to you live from the Ice Cave.
All right, shout out to my sponsors. They are Party Lawn and Landscaping for all your lawn and landscaping needs. You need your grass cut, you need shrubbery trimmed, I don't know, you need a paper patio, you need anything. I mean anything. Landscaping required. Think Party Lawn and Landscaping. Also, shout out to T Properties, quality housing for quality people. Check out the website at www.tpropertiesllc.com for all your rental property management needs and your rental needs. And of course, Meyer Window, Door, and more. I got them in my house. I highly recommend you get them in yours. They're energy efficient, great looking windows, easy to clean. Meyer Window, Door, and more. The website is MeyerCincinnati.com. And also, shout out to my favorite brewery, Moorline Lager House. Get on down there, get you some delicious Moorline beer, some delicious Moorline food. And tell them I sent you. Moorline Lager House.
All right, now despite the debacle we saw last night for Monday Night Football, we will be live 3 hours before the Bengals-Lions game this Sunday at the Moorline Lager House. So, the way this works is you don't necessarily have to pay to get in. You have to pay to get the all-inclusive. The all-inclusive, I'm telling you, it's worth it. It's alcohol and food, and it's all-inclusive. It's pretty much as you want. You can come hang out with us and pay for your own food and drink, but we were down there in the beer garden 3 hours before every single Bengals home game. If you want to do the all-inclusive, go to Moorline Lager House's Facebook page and get your reservations there. It's a great time. I know the Bengals stunk last night. I have no idea what the hell that was, and honestly, I don't really want to talk about it a whole lot because the Reds are in the playoffs tonight. But one thing I will say, I will make one statement because everybody's like, I'm a big Zach Taylor fan, which I am. I like Zach Taylor. But games like last night and games like Minnesota are games that get coaches fired because the way they played, even if they had Jackpot Joey, I don't think they win. But we are here to talk about the Reds because believe it or not, they are in the freaking playoffs. It's Reds, Dodgers tonight. Green versus Snell. Hunter Green's got a 2.76 ERA with a 7.4 winning record. Snell's got a 2.35 ERA, 5-9. Give me 3 runs. Give me 3 runs, and I think we win this game. Let's get to my guest for today. He's kind of nasty. He's kind of funny. Yeah, he's Billy DeVoe from the new Nasty Boys podcast. Let's go! What is up?
Hey, Iceman, thank you for having me, brother. Good to be back.
Exactly, man. Long time no see. I had you on for opening day. I think I had you on like one other time. I think it's only third time I had you on this year. Well, hey, they roll on in the playoffs. We'll have to keep doing this.
Yeah, I mean, that would be ideal. Wouldn't it be nice if,
awesome.
That'd be great. I think the last time I came on here, I said the last time the Reds won a postseason playoff series, I was this many.
Yeah, I was 20 last time. 1995. And who was that against? I'm trying. They wore blue, and we swept them.
I think it was it the Los Angeles Dodgers?
I think right. I think it was the Dodgers.
Yeah. How crazy. Huh. You would have thought. It'd be nice to see that history could repeat itself. I've heard that saying before. I don't know if it's true, but the Cubs just took it against the Padres 3-1. So our rivals out west just in the friendly confines just took it. So that's something.
That's something. We got the Dodgers tonight. So I think the Tigers won earlier today too. They beat I keep wanting to say the Indians, but the Guardians.
Yeah. What a wild game.
Yeah, I think I was running around all day today. I had stuff to do, so I had the games on the radio. Well, what's your feeling going into this game? Like I said, my opening monologue or whatever, I said, give me 3 runs. Yeah. I think you give me 3 runs. I'll take my chances with Hunter Green on the bump. Yeah,
the one word I would use to describe today and this series is optimism.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
The Dodgers have spent more money than God and then hidden Ohtani's contract in the coffers to go into escrow, and then they can just invest it and let it be more money because, they can just print it over there. I went to Dodger Stadium this year, and my wife and I, we were like driving, and the only way you can get there is if you park at Dodger Stadium.
Right.
We did the math. They make roughly $1.8 million a home game for parking if you just have 30,000 regular cars, and they charge you for like a truck or a van, they charge you 65. So this is a low, generous estimate for just parking, dude.
Parking. That's ridiculous.
Parking to put your car there and then to walk in and spend more money. So yeah, it is a factory that prints money.
It's something that, that would not fly here in Cincinnati. Cincinnati would revolt if you want me to spend that much money for parking. I mean, we think we pay too much for parking as it is. I mean, but a month ago, Billy, dude, all right, full disclosure, I've given up on this team a couple times. Like like right now with the Bengals, they're 2-2, but it looks like crap.
Yeah,
can they turn it around? I don't know. The Reds give you hope that the Bengals can do that, but a month ago, they got swept by the Dodgers. Then I'm like, all right, they're out. Then they got close. They got swept by the A's. I'm like, all right, they're done. And they're not. You can't kill the Reds. I mean, it is unbelievable. Exactly. And the thing is, I kept saying this. Once you get in the first game of the 3-game series, I'll take my chances with our pitching versus anybody in a 3-game series.
Yep. That's why I use the word optimism to describe this series, because you kind of go, you look at the starting pitching, you go toe to toe. You've got Snell tonight and Hunter Green. Snell has not pitched much this year. He came back from a shoulder strain, and came back and he had a few starts. Right. But he's still Blake Snell. He's still very good at baseball. And so is Hunter Green. But then you get to the bullpens. If you can get to the bullpens, you're in great shape. The Dodgers have the most innings pitched out of the bullpen. Tanner Scott leads the league in blown saves. And this is a dude that they spent $64 million on to come in out of the pen. So with the Dodgers, and they open up those gates, they don't know. I mean, they even moved Roki Sasaki there, and they're paying him a ton of money to just come in and throw two different splitters and a fastball. So he's never done that in his career. So who knows what's going to happen there? And then you got, the guy with the playoff pedigree of Clayton Kershaw, who can come out of the pen. But luckily, he's actually, it's a bummer. He's not in this series.
He's not playing. Yep.
I would have loved to see him on the bump and blow it, but he's not.
But he's not. There might be a reason for that. He's a great in-season pitcher. Not so much in the playoffs.
Not even close.
Are you worried? And I do think the Reds have a better bullpen than the Dodgers, but are you worried about the Reds bullpen? Because Pagan, Santiago, their arms got to be just hanging by a thread.
Nope. Since September 1st, they've led in all statistical categories in the National League for bullpen. At strikeouts, they have. Innings pitched, ERA. All of it, dude. So if anything, and that's including the resurgence of Connor Phillips, who was
dude, he's been unbelievable.
Boss.
It's night and day from the last time I saw him. He is dude. Honestly, if he keeps pitching like this, he's my closer next year, I think. Sorry to
That's
interrupt you
not
there.
bad.
Go
No,
Yeah.
no, that's not a bad call. I mean, between him and Tony Santian, you've got a really good battle for the guy who can close it out. All you need to do is go find a veteran bridge guy again that is similar to Scott Barlow, but just doesn't walk as much.
Right.
Gosh, it seems like you walk somebody, then that wizard pulls out his staff and swirls it around and gets the next ground out.
He's got great show hair, though. You got to give him that. He's got great show hair.
Oh, excellent show hair. He gets it from me, for sure.
I can totally tell. Speaking of, a lot of people in the chat are talking about can they score enough, which this is Tito's lineup. And of course, you got Hayes in there and McLean, and everybody wants McLean out, which I like McLean. I think McLean's going to be better next year, but I am with most people that I would rather have Lux out there at second, and then we get the lead, then you bring Matt in. But you can't. I mean, this is what Tito has been doing. You know, he thinks that the Reds can outpitch him and out defend him. Well, now we don't know if we can out hit him yet. Which, if you can outpitch him, out defend him, you shouldn't have to out hit him. And it's worked. So I mean, I can't sit there and say that he's wrong. It's just not what I would do. Where are you at on the lineup?
Here's my thing, man. In Tito, I trust. Think about how much this lineup, this bench, just everything has changed throughout the year and how he's guided these dudes. Like, you know, Jake Fraley is now in Cancun, you know, and he was on in a Braves uniform. Will Benson was in AAA, got called back up, was hitting dingers. I mean, trading for Key Brian Hayes, moving into third, and then putting Nolby in right, and he's played 30-some games in right field and has the catch of the year that saves the season. If it wasn't for these moves getting us here, we wouldn't be here. So I'm going to trust whatever Tito's going to put on that lineup card. You know, he's taken a group of idiots to the World Series and won.
Yes.
He's never had cockroaches, and this is what I'm hyped for, dude.
Exactly.
Never say die, and I'm cool with the lineup. They'll find a way. And look, Matty Ice with his shoulder, okay?
Yeah, that's the problem. That's the biggest problem. Is it took Gino Suarez a year to get over his shoulder.
Yes. So, and this is much worse. I was talking to my buddy. He works in baseball science for a big league club. And he said, I would rather have my favorite starting pitcher have Tommy John back to back than have that shoulder injury that Matt McLean had.
Wow.
Because you're just ripping your labrum. It's shredded. And not only that, then you have to take a whole year off. You have to recover. And then you have to figure out how to play baseball again, which he hadn't done for, 10 months.
Right.
I cut him slack. He's still fielding.
He's feeling great.
He's fielding much better than Jonathan India ever could.
Oh, yeah. Oh, definitely.
And also, look how that trade worked out.
Oh, yeah. We got Singer out of it. I mean, Singer, say what you want, but him and Abbott have been the two most consistent starting pitchers we have. I got a comment here from Eric Griffin here. Said, according to my sources, the Reds lead the National League in almost every statistical category when it comes to bullpen.
Since a certain date, since the 15th.
So that sounds like a bullpen that podcast is named after. That was pretty damn good.
You saw they stopped by my favorite chili spot too.
I did. I saw that.
I'm so mad. I'm so mad they didn't pick up the phone and give me a call. Just like, we got to get you down here to meet the boys.
Right.
Be there in 10.
Exactly. Hey, if they called you, you're calling me. I'm coming with you.
Yeah, I'm picking up the banana phone.
All right, Amy, love your show, Iceman. Still trying to recover from last night's blowout. Yeah, exactly. Not giving up hope for my Bengals. Go Reds. They'll give us something to root for. And that's, look, if you guys want to come here and talk about how bad the Bengals were, trust me, we got a whole bunch of shows I can do that on, and I think we got a whole season of that. I'm here to have some fun. I'd rather talk about something fun, and that's the Cincinnati Reds in the playoff. I mean, it's the first time. Again, I'll say this. We said 1995 was the last time that they won a playoff series. Now, another bad thing is it's been 22 scoreless innings they've had in the playoffs. That's getting broken. That's getting broken. We're breaking curses, Billy. Yeah. We broke the curse of the Brewers. 13 straight series we lost to them. We broke that. We're breaking this one. We're scoring tonight. The Reds are going to win this damn thing. 3-2. I don't know. It's gonna be. It ain't gonna be easy.
It's almost like this is the last professional Cincinnati sports curse.
Yeah.
You know, we had the Bengals for so long, and we were just like, you know what? Who knows? They're not going to do this. They're not going to run the table. They're not. And guess what? They did with great defense, timely defense, and some timely throws. Exactly. You know, who knows? We're just as loaded. Who knows? Maybe we can't score runs, but they said we couldn't play defense.
Right.
Guess what happened? They did. So I'm cautiously optimistic. Scoring runs, yeah, that's going to be tough, but get me to that bullpen. Get me to those guys. Get me to Alex Vesia. Get me to all of them. Tanner Scott, Kirby Yates, who they spent $21 million on a 1-year contract. Not even on the roster, dude.
Must be nice just to blow money like that. But one thing I want to just let everybody relive this moment, because this was the moment of the year, the catch of the year by Novi Marte.
Holy shit, what a catch by the god! Let's go!
Commentary by Iceman there.
You crushed it, dude. Why aren't you in the booth next to Sadak and Lark?
I was freaking the F out. Because the thing is, dude, it reminded me of the Glenn Bragg's catch in the NLD or National Championship. Yeah, National Championship Series. Carmelo Martinez hit it. Glenn Bragg stole it. I mean, he didn't have to jump it. So I don't give a crap. It's right field. It's the same freaking catch. I'm like, dude. And I said that. I said, a catch like that can give you momentum to say, dude, if he can do that, and he's only been playing right field for what, a month and a half, a month maybe?
Yeah.
Dude, we can do anything, you know?
And credit, all the credit for that, aside from Marte actually making the catch, is Colin Cowgill, dude. Like he takes those guys out there off days every day. It's like, hey, we're gonna work on the over the fence catch. Like when TJ Friel had one this year, he gave the credit to Cowgill. It's like this is a drill that we work on, and they worked on it that day. And I mean, having this coaching staff in place that's been so good from every phase, and watching this team get better throughout the year has been such a treat.
That's the Tito effect. I mean, that's Tito. Because everybody kept asking me when I would talk about the Reds on here, will Tito Francona make a difference? I said, yeah. I said, I think you can get a 5 to 10 game difference in a manager, and I do. And I think down the stretch here, because what Tito has done is he's managed these games like playoffs. I mean, and that's the thing. We had too many managers who are like, just go out there and relax. And, you know, if we mess up, it's okay. No, bump that. Go out there, bust your ass. Don't make any other mistakes, and let's win this game. That's what you have to do in the playoffs. The team that makes the least amount of mistakes usually wins. And that's what the Reds have done. They've all these dumb miscues that they did throughout most of the year. We haven't seen them. Now, I'm talking about, I'm a knock on wood here. Hopefully he doesn't come back. But I mean, even Ellie. I mean, I still think Ellie should be in the outfield next year. But his play at shortstop has gotten a lot better. His throws have gotten better. And I noticed when he goes out to left field to go get a fly ball, he's actually backing up when the guys are calling him off for once. He's not trying to get everything. So I think Ellie has matured a little bit and done, okay, I don't have to go out and they can catch that. You know, they can do that.
And that's something that Tito said at the beginning of the year when he was talking about joining this club. He said, I sat down. He said this at the winter meetings. Like, I sat down and I talked with Ellie that 90% of you and going at 90% is better than everyone's 100%. Right. So the fact that he's been able to cool it, hone it in, take a deep breath, and let the game come to him has made a huge difference. Now, the big thing that's also happened in the past 3 weeks to a month, his quad is screwed up, man. His right quad's been messed up, and you can tell whatever he's been doing has worked over the past week and a half.
Well, the batting is the leg kick. The leg kick is back for his batting. I know that.
Yeah, and that's the leg kick wasn't as prevalent because his quad hurt. He couldn't get really into it. Right. And so he couldn't unleash that A swing that he has that hits those balls 9,476 feet and puts them in the middle of the Chili River. Like he hasn't had that. And it's nice to see him come back and have that. And it's also good to see a manager like Tito be like, we're holding these guys responsible. It's something that he said from day one. He's like, we need accountability and responsibility, and that's truly come through. So I mean, I'm beyond thrilled with his work. Derek Johnson, I mean, God, that guy's a wizard, dude. And what they've done on top of that with the move of saying that really changed this season too was trading for Zach Lytle, putting Nick Martinez and Chase Burns in the pen when he was close to his innings limit of just here's our hosses.
Exactly.
And again, Connor Phillips. But those are dudes. And man, what a masterful job.
We added to the bullpen with a trade. Now that's kind of what I was trying to tell people. Like, well, we didn't add anything to the bullpen. Like, well, we did. And I said we added Martinez. I said, and then when Burns, because Burns is on the DL then or IL, I said when Burns comes back, he's gonna be in the bullpen. And some people are like, oh, I don't know if you want to do that to his young arm. I'm like, he's got a young arm. They can control his innings much better out of the bullpen than they ever can as a starting pitcher. Yes, he's pitched more innings than he's ever pitched in his life. But if you go out there and you say, all right, go get these three guys out, and then we're pulling you out, and that's all he's got to concentrate on, that is better for him.
And now, he's never pitched this many innings at any level.
Right.
I mean, the guy's around 150 innings pitched. And that's crazy going. And this is a guy who started the year in Dayton.
You're right. Exactly. Double A.
Single A and then double A and then blew right through double A right into play. Just, I don't even know why they bothered with Louisville, but whatever. And it's like, cool. I guess they wanted him to see the Louisville Slugger Museum, I guess. And then be like, all right, now you can come up. You can get up here.
And then you got South Stewart too, who's not in the lineup, but his bat's been huge for us as well. And and for people who don't know, he is on the playoff roster. He came up.
Yep.
I think the day before September 1st. They had to be on the roster, from what I understand, at noon September 1st, and he was brought up the day before. So he is on the playoff roster. So that's another bat that they can do something with, either pitch it or put at first base or whatever.
Yeah, but here's my big problem with this with the Reds and their coaching and the philosophy. This is the big one. When Sal Stewart hit his second career homer, I believe, after the game, he looked into a camera and he said, I mishit that one. I was just trying to hit a line drive and I missed it and I hit a home run. No, hitting a home run is the best thing that can happen. Right. You didn't miss anything. You did it right, buddy. Congratulations. Exactly. You get to touch all 4 bags. And the problem I have is Chris Valaika went on Jim Day's podcast this year and he said, we're teaching our guys to hit the ball into the ground, make them hit a play. I want to see them bunt more. I want to see them put more pressure on the people in the field. No, they're the professionals. Hit it over them. We're a great American ballpark. Why don't you just hit it out of there?
Launch it, baby. Launch it.
And that is my big problem here, is that there's a bunch of guys who can slap it around, who can get you some singles, some doubles, and then you load up the bases, you got them all on, and then it's another guy who could slap it and hit it, but most of the time, because of the law of averages, it doesn't happen, and we strand runners because there isn't any true power. And they're almost demonized for it. The South Stewart on Saturday hit a home run. What happened the next inning? They yanked him.
Right.
They pulled him out of the game like, hey, you're not supposed to do that. You got to keep it inside the walls.
Right.
You're grounded. You're grounded, son.
Like,
Come on.
we don't want home runs. I'm like, I'm hoping. I wonder what they thought about Ellie's shot when he hit it to dead center over the freaking railing. Dude, that was a shot and a half.
They hated it. Every part of it.
I gotta get these super chats here.
That's right.
Appreciate it. Case KP from Casey, he was screaming, Jake! At the TV like Denzel on Training Day. And it says he no longer believes in Jake Browning. Honestly, I don't think any of us believe in Jake Browning right now. That's why I'm talking Reds. We'll get to the Bengals. We'll get to the Bengals later. But people are loving your Frisch's big boy behind you. So Andrew says he's compensated for the loss of the big boy. I've been having McDonald's and putting tartar sauce on my Big Macs when I get one.
Hey, there's still some Frisch's around. I went last week.
Yeah. There's one. I didn't know it was open. It's out on Eastgate.
Yep.
And I was my son and my daughter-in-law live out there, and I was going to get something like, just get some Skyline. And then I got Skyline, which I love Skyline. And then I drove by like, crap, Frisch's is still open. I haven't had Frisch's in a while. I mean, our Frisch's up here in Delhi is a Dolly's now, which is it's all right, but
I haven't been yet. I haven't been to Dolly's.
It's all right. I mean, it's not Frisch's.
Well, sure. Well, there's also the one in Newport is still open.
Yes. Well, because actually a lot of the people from that worked at the Frisch's here in Delhi went to the one in Newport. So one of these days I'm going to make it over there before they close, hopefully, because I love Frisch's.
Real quick, and then we'll get back to baseball. Check this out. My sister got this for me for my birthday. It's from the 1950s. It is a cast iron Frisch's Big Boy piggy bank.
Holy crap.
This thing is, see, look at the rust. This thing is heavy, dude.
It looks like it. That is awesome.
That's horrifying. This looks like something that should be in The Conjuring, dude. Like conjuring up of Super Big Boy.
Big Boy is coming here to kill you.
Man. Oh, that thing's so heavy. Okay. There we go.
Tony Blazer doesn't want me to play my song anymore. It's I believe Jake Browning song I made. So
yeah.
Let's see here. Naughty. There's one good thing I take away from this year is that we have Demetrius Knight for now. Yep, Demetrius Knight's doing good.
Yeah.
Let's see here. Naughty. I'm trying to get some red conversation here. Billy got him some. I don't know what that means. Eric Griffiths.
That was
big
smooth.
boy. He said that big boy's been through hell and back. That big boy. Big boy's seen a lot.
Yeah, he's done a few tours in the Burger Wars.
Andrew says, I think it looks like it got sent up to space in Austin Powers.
What a pool. Great pool, man.
I was thinking like, the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man, but it's Big Boy.
Big Boy? Yeah. Oh, that's great. He did go up in a Frisch's Big Boy when they froze him and they sent him into space. Austin Powers, whatever.
Oh, he did. That's right. I forgot about that. Yes. I haven't seen him in forever. I forgot about that. I have to go watch that. Well, not tonight. We're gonna watch the Reds now.
Yeah, we are.
Are you? Now I have to be at work at like 4 a.m. so I'm going to get like no sleep today. Well, it depends. If the Reds are not doing so hot, I will fall asleep, listen to it on the radio. If they're in this thing about to win, I am all in. I'll be watching it the entire freaking time, and I got a good feeling about this. I do, because in a 3-game series, when you can throw out there Hunter Green, Abbott, and Ladola, which I think Littell is actually starting tomorrow, and Abbott's, I think, going to be game 3. So tomorrow is probably more of a bullpen game.
Sure.
But still, you have Abbott get the close, hopefully close out in game 2. But if not, we got Abbott, who's been by far our best pitcher. Littell actually has been a really good find for us. I mean, I'd never heard of the guy before, to be honest. His first game with the Reds, he pitched a gem. Second one wasn't so great, but he's been up and down, but he's been more up than down. I have been very, very happy with just the trades in general the Reds have made. I mean, none of them were like, oh my God, we got this guy.
Yeah.
They're like, oh, okay, that's good. But they've all contributed, even Keith Ryan Hayes. Look, people talk about Keith Ryan Hayes not being able to hit. The dude can
Who cares?
He can win a platinum glove at third base. His defense is unbelievable. And even Jeff Carr said this on my show yesterday. His WAR is high enough, even with him not being able to hit, because of the fielding. That's how good he is.
I mean, he leads in defensive run save at third base in the National League by like 12. By the next person underneath him has 12 less. And Zach Lytle, the only thing that scares me about him, aside from that underbite, Zach Lytle, what he said in Milwaukee, I mean, his underbite was so funny. It got me so good, because he was like, yeah, sure. I was just sitting there and I told Tito, I said, you just let me go in there and I'll throw 97. I was just saving it for the last 3 batters. And I'm howling, dude. We call him. Dude, on our podcast, New Nasty Boys, there is at least 3 minutes of us going back and forth and doing that. I bet he's a nice guy. I bet he's a good dude.
He's a good
but
dude.
I just can't help it. It's just right there. Jack like that. So the only thing that scares me, aside from his fastball and her, is he leads the league in homers allowed. Now, a lot of those came in bunches.
And a lot of them are solo shots, too. but
it's the Dodgers.
Yeah.
It's Mookie Betts. It's Shohei Ohtani. It's Teoscar Hernandez. It's on Andy Pages, who, when I was out there at the Dodger Stadium, I watched him hit 2 homers against the Padres because they talked smack about him. And they said they didn't need to worry about him. They had other big dogs to worry about. And he went out there and hit 2 dongs.
I'm worried about all the Dodgers. We just need to shut them down.
I'm with you.
I'm not talking smack about anybody.
But so it is Lightel tomorrow. I hate that. You're in a 3-game series. You can't just kind of throw. If you throw Lightel, say he's got 2 times through you let him go 2 times through the order, which is what they let him do in Milwaukee. You could have Suter come and stretch out, but at the same time, Suter's a similar pitcher to Lightel. He just throws junk just from the left side, and that's the only lefty you have coming out of the pen. It'll be interesting. I don't know if I like it, but
I don't necessarily like it, but I think that's what we're stuck with because, well, look, I didn't agree with Tito bringing Lodolo out.
That was terrible.
That right there burned him for being able to pitch game 2 here. And I would have liked to have had him at game 2 at least.
That was more of they put him out there because that was like his bullpen day. Right. And to stretch out the groin, so might as well get the live practice, get the live rounds in. What I don't understand is why you bring him in when you had Chase Burns warming up, and you bring him in with runners on base in his first ever relief situation. Period. Any level. So I don't know, man. I'm with you. That's kind of a tough call, and it kind of burned him. It did burn him. It did burn him, and it might screw up this series. So I don't know.
We'll see. We're concentrating on game 1 right now. We'll worry about game 2. Let's just get. The thing is, if we get this one, and that's kind of why I think Tito's lining this up. Let's get game 1. I think he thinks we can win that. And maybe we'll get game 2, but I got Abbott in game 3. So if I can't get you in 2, I'm going to get you in 3. But I think I can get you 1. I think that's the way Tito mind is working on this, the way he's setting his pitching staff up. Yeah,
no, that makes sense. No, that totally makes sense.
So TJ Friedel. I hope I was watching the game. I went to the game last Tuesday. There were so many times, and he's a great bunter. You were talking about bunting and stuff. But there's so many times I saw him where third baseman is damn near in left field. And I'm like, dude, just drop one down there. Just drop one down there. Like, you can do it. You're really good at it. Like, do you think we see that here? Because I'm here for it because he's so freaking good at it. And I'm like, I would love it if he does it right first AB of the night. Just drop it down there. Get this thing rolling. Start stealing. Get it. Because that's what I do what the Reds do. I want them to be a little bit more aggressive on the base paths. What do they have to lose? Go out there. Get the first base. Get your ass over to second. Steal. Let's make some stuff happen.
Yeah, dude, absolutely. So I think that you see it. You take advantage of old Maxwell Muncy down the third baseline.
Right.
And take advantage of him and his elderly knees and just put it past him. I see the Reds being a lot more aggressive in that way as well. I see that happening up top. I wouldn't be shocked to see Matt McClain with his speed lay a couple down.
He should, because he can't hit the ball.
Yeah, dude. And you know what? He was cooking for about 2 weeks, and he was seeing everything really well. And you can tell when he's cooking because he's walking.
Yes.
Well,
and the thing, in that game Saturday, we had McClain walked, and the key Brian Hayes just hit a shot. And it's not a shot, it was a dribbler to third base, and they both got on. And I'm like, then they had the one, was it Ellie? I think it was Ellie, where he hit the ball up the middle and it hit the second base bag and bounced up. Something like that was happening. I'm like, dude, we're making the playoffs.
Yeah, this is it.
This is it. It's happening. And something like that doesn't happen for Cincinnati fans, and it's happening.
No, we had the Angels in the outfield swoop in, dude. They came and they just were moving the ball.
Exactly. Poor Bengal fan wants to know, how is Sal not in the lineup against lefties? I'm saying defense. I think it's defense because Steer's a better defensive player than he is at first base, and Key Brian Hayes is better at third base, and they want Miggy DH because Miggy has been unbelievable for us. That dude has just hit.
Second highest OPS against lefties since the beginning of the 2024 season. There's only one player in front of him who's hit lefties harder, and his name is just a little guy, little tiny feller, Aaron Judge.
Oh yeah, he's only about this tall, right?
Yeah, a little pipsqueak, that little tiny fella.
Yeah, that guy.
Yeah. The only like $800 million man in pinstripes. And so, dude, you put him in, and if you want to look at it, if you want to break it down analytically or just what happened on the field,
break it all down.
Dude, when you had Hunter Green, break it down. When you had Hunter Green on the bump against the Pirates, I'm pretty sure that one of those ground balls that should have been an out squeaked underneath Sal Stewart's glove.
It did.
So would you rather have the platinum glover at third base, or would you rather have the bat at third base and let the run come through? This is kind of
that's the whole thing. Which only one I'm kind of surprised is he's got Austin Hayes in left field, because he has been hurt and he really hasn't hit lately. So that's one where I thought they might put Will Benson out there, maybe, or that's where you could put Sal Stewart at first base.
But the problem,
that would be that would mess your defense up, though. Go ahead.
Yeah, but the problem you have is that Will Benson can hit a home run. And the Reds don't want that. They don't want that. Austin Hayes hits doubles. They'd rather have more traffic on the base paths. They'd rather have the potential for a run to score instead of having a ball go over the fence and score the run.
What's funny is I remember when we signed Austin Hayes and his projection of when he was healthy, if he batted as many times at GABP, how many home runs he'd get. I'm like, dude. He's supposed to hit like 29. If he hit 20, I've been great. But I'm like, that's one thing I really wish I hope the Reds can lock into their power, because we got guys who can hit for power. Steer can hit for power. Ellie can hit for power. Marte, Austin Hayes, these guys can hit. They have power in their bat.
Yeah.
Now, and that's the other thing, Billy, is we have not really, as fun as this season, as frustrating as this season has been, we haven't really seen any batter for the Reds get really hot, or this team in general get really hot. So
not for longer
why
than
not
a
now?
Week.
Yeah,
not for longer than a week. You've had Novi Marte get really hot for about a week and a half at the longest, right?
Yeah.
That was your hottest guy for a little bit. And then it's just weak stretches. But the problem is you have these weak stretches, and all of a sudden you don't have someone that's hot for a week, and then they all go cold.
Right.
Because they don't have power. That's the thing with power hitters. They'll start seeing it, and instead of just being like, oh, they hit 439 for the week, they had 2 home runs on the week. It's like, no, they're hitting like 330, and they have 6 home runs on the week with 13 or 14 RBIs on the week.
Hopefully,
and those runs batted in are because the ball left the ballpark.
What a novel concept. Hopefully, maybe this is the time we'll see that. Maybe they've been waiting all year for this to unleash the fury of the power of the Reds bats.
Yeah, when they finally took a series in Milwaukee this year, first time in 13 series.
Yep.
How about get that monkey off our back?
Exactly.
They were hitting homers.
Right. That's what I'm saying. I'm like,
look. If you want to be, I'm tired of the idea. Like, they brought in Candelario, they brought in Mike Moustakas saying this park, these guys hit doubles, and those will turn into homers. What you need to do is you need to go get a guy who already hits homers, and then those homers that are doubles in other parks become homers at Great American Ballpark.
So this is my thing. This would be my dream scenario for the offseason, which I don't really want to talk offseason too much, but I am going to put this out there, and I don't think it's going to happen.
If you say Schwarber.
That's exactly what I'm saying.
Dude, that's what I'm saying.
Dude, if they sign, look, I'm just saying, if they have him and he's hitting in a 3 or 4 hole, that takes all the pressure off everybody else.
Dude,
all of it. Because if you don't do it, that guy will.
Yep.
I'm like, I don't care how. If I own the Reds and I had his money, I'm like, blank check. How much you want? Well, he's our DH. I'm not putting him in the field.
Nope.
DH every day.
Yep.
Book it. And honestly, if that's all the Reds did, I'm fine. I mean, I want them to add some more to the bullpen. They got to do something. But if that's the only big, fine.
I'm good.
Yeah, I'm great. I would be ecstatic as hell. You add him to this lineup, dude.
Great.
That's what we're missing. That's what we're missing. We thought Ellie was going to be that, but I think Ellie is too young. He's got too many things going on in his brain.
Yeah.
He needs a veteran guy who goes, calm down, young fella. I got it. Just watch this. Joey Votto in his prime. That's what we need.
Yeah, look, yeah. I mean, that's like getting a Canadian Ted Williams in his prime. Dude.
Right, exactly.
We just spoiled that opportunity. Oh, that's a frustrating one. But
yes,
I'm with you, man. That's it's just big power, big power.
Right.
And Ellie, his thing is maybe he shouldn't play a whole 162. I get it. It's a badge of honor.
Ellie shouldn't. Ellie should not.
Take a day off. Play 150. Take a day off. Take a breather. It's going to be okay, buddy. Just relax, because it clearly wore on him this year. And remember when he was just unreal for about 2 months? He wasn't hit for power, but he, his batting average was a little above 300. His on base was 388. Like,
and he's stealing bases.
345. I mean, that's a Hall of Famer right there. So, and maybe if that doesn't happen with his quad, he's a lot better. And the other thing we said was Steer too. I mean, his shoulder's been hurt since 2023, and they still haven't figured it out. He was a slow start again this year. And what's crazy is they can't find anything with the MRI. And the only way they're going to find something in there is if they cut him open. Yeah. And he doesn't want to do that. I don't blame him.
I don't blame him either.
But like, man, wouldn't you like to know?
Yeah. Well, the thing is, that's the weird thing. So I'll tell you this real quick. This is if they sign Schwarber, this is my move for the Reds. Sign Schwarber. I'm putting Ellie either in center field or left field, and I'm moving Matt McLean to shortstop, and either Lux or Steer is at second base.
Okay.
And Sal Stewart's at first, and Brian Hayes is at third, and hopefully we keep Trevino and Steve-O. That to me right there, you got defense. I think Ellie can win a Gold Glove in the outfield. He'll be Ken Griffey. Look what Marte did.
Yeah.
I mean, you have those two in the outfield along with TJ Friedl. Dude, that's gonna be the best defensive outfield in baseball.
I don't hate the move at all. I've always said, like on the pod, I was like, center field, no thanks. Because the last time we tried to move a franchise who was a franchise player into center field, it didn't work out. And his name was Nick Senzel. Now what's he doing? I don't know, doing somebody's taxes.
Yeah, he's so
yeah, exactly. I'm cool with moving him to left. I think that's a great idea. The only thing is, will he want to move to left? And will Scott Boras allow him to move to left field? Because that's a lot of money on the table if you are a guy as prolific as Ellie De La Cruz.
True. But if you can take your mind off trying to play shortstop and you hit 50 bombs, which I think Ellie can do that, then your money's going to go up. It doesn't, to me, like if it helps his offense, which is what I think it'll do, I think it'll help his offense and keep him healthier. I think you have a better chance of playing 162 in the outfield than you do at shortstop. I don't want to play in 162, take a day off no matter where he's playing.
Sure.
But outfield, Steven Offenbaker for the Locked Reds is against this. I don't want Ellie crashing in the walls and stuff. He crashes in the walls anyway. He runs over to third base and dives in this. I mean, it's the same thing.
Yeah.
I mean, and just like Marte, they work on it. So he's going to know how to do it. And he sure as hell can jump high enough, and he's 6'6".
Yeah.
How many home runs can he steal?
Yeah, no, I'm with you. I don't think this is a bad idea at all. Again, it's just all depends, man. Because Boras he's the kingmaker.
Oh, I know. He's the reason we can't sign Ellie. Which I mean, I've got in my head Ellie when he's a free agent, he's gone. I don't think it's going. And I don't even want to think about that right now. But
we don't have to. We have to think about the playoff game that's happening tonight with Yamamoto, who should finish top 3 in Cy Young voting. I had him in my fantasy team, which in 2024, Naylor hardly knew her. We won the league last year.
Naylor hardly knew her.
and
that's a great name.
Thank you. Appreciate it. And my team name in 2023 during the World Baseball Classic was Edwin Diaz's wheelchair. So I can't say what my team name was last year. It was too much. But we won.
It's like you're a comedian or something. I don't know.
It's crazy. I know. Who would have thought?
I don't know.
It's like I've made tens of dollars making jokes.
All 10 of dollars.
But then so Yamamoto, man, like he's a monster, and he did fall off towards the second half of the year. He had some bugaboos. So if he's off, we can have a field day and we can end this thing pretty quick. Just get to him.
Right. And that's the thing, too. He's like, so let's just play the scenario out. So we get 6 or 7 out of Hunter, and we score. Like I said, we score 3 runs. I think this game's over. I think we win. So we score 3 runs and we win 3-2 or whatever. Tomorrow, you got Littell, and say we get out early. It's all hands on deck, bullpen. We're trying to slam the door on these guys. Get the hell out of LA with a 2-0 series win, and moving on to who would be I don't really have the graphic up next.
Phillies.
Phillies. Moving on to the Phillies, and we'd be waiting for the Phillies. Which I mean, either way, we have to go through a gauntlet. We're going through the toughest.
Yeah, I know
the toughest teams. I mean, it's just the way it is.
Yeah.
But again, you go to LA, win 2 out of 3, knock them out real quick. And the Reds can rest. That's the thing. That would be their bye if it ended earlier.
Here's my thing. If I don't want them to rest. If they're going to do this, they need to win all 3, no off days. If you look, yes, he is riding a rascal scooter. This is my future right here. This is it.
With Mountain Dews in there.
Yeah, with Mountain Dews. There we go. Or sorry, Galaxy Moon Mist, but it's in there. The skate shop. So I don't want them to rest because they're a young team that's got momentum, and you don't want to get them out of the rhythm because they've just, they've been playing.
I want the bullpen to rest. That I am concerned about the arms. I know you're not, but I am concerned about the arms of the bullpen because I mean you had Pagan pitch 4 days in a row. I know he didn't pitch on Sunday.
Does.
Huh?
That's what Tito does. He's done that his whole career with all the bullpens.
I know.
And guess what? I don't care if he pitches 6 days in a row. He's a free agent next year. The arm could fall off at the end of the season.
Just burn him out. Who cares?
Burn him out, dude. He's there. He's there to do that.
Just remember it was Andrew Miller who is Tito's reliever for his super reliever for the Indians.
Yeah,
and he had those great years, and I haven't heard from him since. And that was over 10 years ago. Or 9 years ago.
Yeah, it's been a long time.
Yeah, it's been a while ago, but I mean, he was. They used the crap out of him, and that's what he's doing to Cincinnati, Pagan, and my boy. I gotta give a shout out to my boy Graham Ashcroft. He's been on the show a couple times, and
dude,
he's done good. He's done very good. I mean, people are like, "Oh, Graham's this." I'm like, dude, he's getting people out, and it's his first year in the bullpen. You don't like that is hard to figure out. Ask the Cowboy about it. Cowboys talked about this because pitchers do routines. You're a starting pitcher. You have a routine. You're on your off days. You do this. You do. You throw. You have bullpen session. You do this, and then you start. You have to, the bullpen every day. Are you good? Or you got to figure out how to get your arm because your arm, like Cowboy said, your arm is not going to feel all 100% ever in the entire season when you're a bullpen guy until the season's over. And you got to figure out how to pitch through that. And I think Graham is getting to that point where he's figuring it out.
Yeah. He also did it in college. Graham was a reliever in college. So he kind of had that base, but it's not the same as a grueling schedule in the majors. So you're absolutely right. And he did figure out, and he also came in a lot of tough situations. Tito was like, hey, you're going to be a reliever. You're also going to be a reliever that's going to come in when there's guys on second and third.
Yeah.
And so you got to be a stopper. And he's got the stuff. He's got the cutter and he's got the slider. It's just, you're right. Figuring out routine combined with just the mentality of letting those 2 pitches eat and maybe throwing in the curveball every once in a while. Such a pretty pitch, but just letting that happen. And yeah, dude. So I'm with you. Like, it was very hard. And us on the pod, we had a lot of patience with him. And it's well-deserved. And I think he's going to think about, man, he's going to be even better next year.
Right. That's the thing. He's got a whole year under his belt of this. So it's just going to get better. And this is the first year I'm thinking that he did have a DL IL stent, but
wrist.
But it didn't end his season. I think he's had multiple injuries as a starting pitcher where it's ended his season. This year he made it through the whole year. Yeah. I mean, this is it. We're at the end.
And same with Abbott, man. He's always had something with his shoulder getting burned out. And his guys at the beginning of the year, DJ came out and said, after spring training's done, every single one of our starters will be throwing around 100 pitches, and you'll be doing that the whole year.
Yeah.
And Abbott's been that dude. And Abbott, he came back and he's just been hurling. And he did get a little tired, but then he bounced back. And I think that he's going to eat on that big stage, man.
I think he's built for it mentally, physically. He's got that he's had that bulldog in him for the first time I've seen him take them out. His mentality and the way he goes about pitching reminds me of Tom Browning. That's the first thing I thought of. The way, not pitching his mechanics or anything, but his mentality and going after guys. And he's not really trying to strike you out. He'll strike you out if he can, but he's just trying to get you out. And that's the thing. It's just get him out.
Yeah, him and pitching at the top of the zone with a 93-mile-an-hour fastball and then dropping a slider, a sweeper, and a curveball, and then a changeup against righties. Like he has, man, he's figured something out this year to go to the next level. And same with Lodolo. Lodolo at some point, he's getting 18 ground outs. This guy's getting 16 ground outs. And he's cruising.
Can we put to bed the narrative that Lodolo is just a guy? And I love Austin Elmore from Cincinnati, but he said it for years. Lodolo is just a guy. Like, no, Lodolo is a damn good pitcher. His problem is he hasn't been able to stay healthy. And most times it's blisters, which it did pop up again this year. But they caught it in time, and he was able to recover from it.
Yeah,
but he is not just a pitcher. He is your number 2 or 3 pitcher.
He's not a guy. He's a guy. So, yeah, and I think we've been speculating about this. It's the way that he holds his curveball and the way that it releases off of his finger. There's something about that causes that blister. And when it starts getting a little cold, that starts to happen for some reason. I don't know exactly what it is. And you saw that at the beginning of the year, he didn't have that same back foot curveball that was getting a lot of strikeouts, but instead he was inducing a lot of weak contact and going consistently 6 innings, 1 run, 3 hits. 2 strikeouts and maybe a walk. Like, you'll take that every day of the week. Would you rather have someone who can give you say 6 2/3, 3 hits, 1 earned run with 3 strikeouts and a walk compared to what Blake Snell's could possibly do, which is 5 innings pitched, 3 hits, a run, and 9 strikeouts, or 3 runs because he hangs a curveball?
I don't want the other team to score. However that happens is what I want. I don't want the object of the game is to keep them from scoring. Yeah. So I don't care. You can have 21 strikeouts and we're losing 2-1, or you can have 3 strikeouts and give up, 3 hits and we're winning 1-0. I'll take that anytime. I mean,
and having one guy out there to shorten the game.
Right. I mean, dude. All right, I'll talk about my favorite team of all time is the 1990 Reds. And that starting pitcher, this is when starting pitchers, they still didn't pitch 9 innings, but they would pitch consistently 7 innings. Yeah. And the Nance boys would come in and slam the door, 7, 8, 9, boom, that thing was over. Yeah. That's where this team, and I wish pitching would get more like that, but I think that's what's happening tonight, at least with Hunter Green. I think he's going 6 or 7, and this bullpen can come in and slam that door. We just got to make sure we hit. That is the one thing I am concerned about is hitting and it's not even the hitting. It's hitting with runners in scoring position because there's been so many times we get a guy in second or a guy in first and we hit into a double play or we fly out or just like or even worse. We'll the guy will come up. We'll have someone at second and he'll ground out the first base. Move the guy to third. We got 1 out. We just need to get a fly ball and we can't get it. And I'm like. Pull my freaking hair.
I mean, we're talking about what happened against the Mets on the first game where they had bases loaded and 3 straight outs. And then you follow that up against the Pirates where they had bases loaded in the 11th inning and then get 3 straight outs.
Yeah. I'm like,
and it's like what we talked about, dude. They don't have a bopper in there to break things up. Instead, they just got these guys that are slapping it around and just running around the bases like it's a cacarousel. Instead of just casually walking and strolling in. Like, excuse me, I've already been hit in for.
Thank you.
Here's my invitation. It's over there. It's like over the wall.
Exactly. That's where like Schwarberg would be freaking awesome. My hat is crooked. It's driving me nuts here. Wait, no, that's better.
That would be great. That'd be great if we had Schwarber and let him go on this run for the Phillies or whatever and go. The
other thing for next year, and I was talking to I think it was my son, and he was like. He said, "You really think to put Chase Burns in the rotation next year?" I said, "Abso-freaking-lutely." He's like, "Really? He's been doing so good in the bull." I was like, "Do you not remember how good he did pitching?" I'm like, he's a rookie. I mean, and he out the gate. He had Boston, Philly, and the Yankees.
Yeah,
first 3 series he pitched.
Yeah. And don't forget about Rhett Lauder coming back next year.
Right. Hopefully.
And here's a name you haven't heard in a really long time and we should get really excited for again. Brandon Williamson.
Oh, yes.
With Tommy John, dude. And he looked really good when he was healthy. Very similar to Lodolo because they both went to Texas Christian University, both big, lanky lefties who have good stuff, man. Dude, come on. You could have a 6-man rotation all year with these hosses.
Dude, that's what I'm telling you. I'm like, just go get Schwarber. We're going to have the pitching. Just that's it. Go get him next year. Just please, for the love of God. Give him $250 billion. I don't care. Go get Schwarber. It's like, like this offseason, that's what was driving me nuts. I'm like, I like the moves that they did, but you didn't get that bat. We need that bat. And if we get it.
Did you hear how many home runs Eugenio Suarez has hit since joining the Mariners?
How many?
13.
I would have liked to have gotten him too. I like Key Brian Hayes. I do. I would have liked to get Gino. Yeah,
13 home runs. 13 balls that they don't want. They need to stay in the park. Yes. They gotta stay in there.
They gotta do the merry-go-round. Just gotta keep running the bases. They like home runs like Marte got the other night inside the park. That's what they want them to do.
Oh yeah, you better book it. Show our athleticism. Okay, this is poverty ball. This is poverty ball at its finest. Come on.
Exactly. All right, Billy, man, you've been on for 55 minutes. Do me a favor.
Yeah.
Plug some stuff. I know you got some things you like to plug a little before I let you go.
Sure. Check out my podcast, The New Nasty Boys, brought to you by Cincy Light. We're on every morning in your feed on YouTube or whatever podcast thing you use. Just slide it on in. Give us a like, follow, subscribe, all of that. Every Monday. And in the postseason, we're going to take a little bit of a break. And then check out my special that I put out last year, Billy DeVore Winded. It's on YouTube. You can watch it for free. I know it's a lot. Check that out. And, I'll be October 14th. Don't Tell Comedy Cincinnati. Go to don'ttellcomedy.com. Get your tickets. The whole thing about that is you get your tickets and then day of, they tell you where the show is.
Ooh.
And so it's like, oh, don't tell. It's our little secret. So
a little pop-up comedy show, huh?
That's right. It's so fun. The shows are great. The lineup I'm on is pretty good. So check that out for sure. And follow me on the internet. Just Billy DeVore. Type it in and I'm all over.
He's all over. Don't tell Cincinnati. Oh, and one more thing. This man right here has some great ideas for stuff you can do with chili.
Oh, dude, I'll bring it back. So I started it this year and I just got too busy. I do this in collaboration with Camp Washington Chili. I'm taking every team and turning them into cheese conies. I did it for about 13 teams already. And then I was like, I'm tired.
And your chest was hurting.
Yeah, a little bit. I was like, what is the pressure? Is that my cat sitting on me? Nope, it's just chili.
Your heart was just swimming in it. Pumping through
like,
your veins, baby.
I was like, why is there a pinch in my arm? Oh, aorta. Neat.
Mm-hmm.
So definitely check all that stuff. I make stuff. And come check it out.
I make stuff.
I make stuff.
He eats food, make stuff. Yeah.
I make stuff. I make comedy. I take photos. I make shorts. I do it all.
Yeah, make shirts, all kinds of things. Like
shirts.
Yeah, like my shirt.
I love that.
It's a great shirt.
It's a great one. And then I got this one on. Here we go.
There
Bang.
You go. There you go. I got to tell you this, and then I'll get out of your hair. Good.
What I am wearing tonight, I found a 2024 team issued authentic Zach Maxwell jersey. Big Sugar.
What?
Yes.
Where'd you find that at?
I found it in the authentic shop at the ballpark.
No kidding.
Yeah, I'm wearing that tonight. He is my boy. He's my dog. He's my twin. I got to get him on the pod because him and I seem like we'd get along.
Yes, I think you guys get along great. Get along absolutely great. Hey, by the way, I got a really good idea for Cincy shirts too.
Okay.
You should do a strawberry ice shirt.
You know what? I think that's something we could do, brother. Don't you? This is something that can happen.
I don't know if anybody buy it though.
Hey man, that's you know what? You're doing all you can. you can lead the horse to water.
Can't give him the drink.
Bingo.
All right, Billy. Appreciate you, brother. Let's go get this win, baby.
Go Red Legs.
Boom. All right, guys. Hope you enjoyed that as much as I did. Go check out Billy DeVoe and the new Nasty Boys podcast. Go check out his comedy shows. The pop-up one, which I already forgot, somewhere in Cincinnati. I think it's what it's called. Is that what it's shake your head? Is that what it's called? No? Yes. What's about? Hold on. What's it called again? What? Don't tell
Cincinnati.
Don't tell Cincinnati.
Don't tell comedy. Yeah, don't tell comedy.
Don't tell comedy. There you go. All right. I got it. Don't tell comedy. I'm trying to plug it for you. I want to make sure I get it right. Don't tell comedy. So make sure you guys look that up and get on that. And check him out. Billy's a funny dude. He's an awesome guy. I appreciate him coming on the show. Thanks for watching. I've been live streaming on YouTube, Facebook, X, Twitch. You can follow me on all those along Instagram, Threads, TikTok, and my Substack. Like I said, I've been writing some articles. I have not written one today because I've been too daggone busy, but I will try. When the Reds win tomorrow, I'll write one, and you guys go check it out on Substack.
All right, shout out to my sponsors. They are Priority Lawn and Landscaping for all your lawn and landscaping needs. You need your grass cut, you need your shrubbery trimmed, I don't know, you need a paper patio, you need anything. I mean anything. Landscaping requires. Think Priority Lawn and Landscaping. Also, shout out to T Properties, quality housing for quality people. Check out the website at www.tpropertiesllc.com for all your rental property management needs and your rental needs. And of course, Meyer Window, Door, and more. I got it in my house. I highly recommend you get them in yours. They're energy efficient, great looking windows, easy to clean. Meyer Window, Door, and more. The website is MeyerCincinnati.com. And also, shout out to my favorite brewery, Moorline Lager House. Get on down there, get you some delicious Moorline beer, some delicious Moorline food. And tell them I sent you. Moorline Lager House.
Again, we will be doing the Moorline Lager House tailgate, brought to you by Best Day Brewery. This Sunday, we're starting 3 hours for every single Bengals home game. Like I said, you guys can come in and hang out. That's outside in the beer garden. If you want the all-inclusive part, which includes your food, your drink, all that stuff, go to the Moorline Lager House Facebook page, and you can register there and get your tickets. They'll give you a nice little wristband, and you get alcohol, get food, all that stuff. If you just want to come out and pay for your drinks, they got an outdoor area out there where they're serving beer and food, all kinds of stuff. So come on down. I know the Bengals suck right now, but at least it's a good time to go have a party. Come down, enjoy the Bengals, enjoy the Moorline Lager House, and hey, maybe we'll be celebrating the Reds getting ready for the NLDS. Let's hope so. Other than that, you guys have a wonderful day. Remember, one thing and one thing only, and that's always Who Dey for life. And go Reds. That's your sports, baby. See ya!
Another great show. You guys still here? The show's over. You can come back tomorrow. I'm out of here. See ya.